Jonathan Roumie may have to walk away from The Chosen, and if that happens, the entire future of the series could change forever. Asterisk from the very first episode, Jonathan Roumie brought something rare to television. He did not just play Jesus. He embodied the role with such grace and humanity that millions of people felt they were watching more than an actor on a screen. Every gesture, every word, carried a weight that touched people's hearts in ways they never expected. Fans around the world often say that when Jonathan appears on screen, they forget it is a performance. His expressions, his gentle voice, his way of connecting with the other characters, all of it feels deeply personal. For many viewers, his presence in The Chosen has become part of their own spiritual journey. He is not simply acting. He is helping them experience their faith in a living, breathing way. The Chosen itself is a groundbreaking project. It started as a small, crowd-funded series, and it grew into a global phenomenon. But the heart of that growth has always been Jonathan Roumie. His portrayal of Jesus became the reason many people first tuned in and why they kept coming back season after season. Without him, the story would not feel the same. Think about how television usually works. Characters come and go. Shows replace actors when schedules clash. But The Chosen is different. The role of Jesus is not just another part that can be swapped out. It carries a meaning that cannot be measured only in ratings or reviews. For millions, Jonathan's face, his smile, his calm way of delivering lines, all of that has become linked to their understanding of the story. This is why the idea of Jonathan leaving has shaken fans so deeply. It is not just about losing an actor. It feels like losing the heart of the series itself. The Chosen is more than a show. For many, it is a guide, a comfort, even a form of prayer. And Jonathan Roumie has been at the very center of that journey. When people gather online to talk about The Chosen, they almost always mention Jonathan first. They share their favorite moments, a healing scene, a parable retold, a simple look that carried unspoken meaning. These are not just scenes, they are memories. They are reminders of why the show matters. That is the power Jonathan Roumie has given to the series. If he steps away, The Chosen will face one of its greatest challenges yet. How can the series continue without the very person who made it feel so alive in the first place? Asterisk whispers began to spread among the fans. Soon the whispers turned into waves of concern. People started asking the same question again and again. Why would Jonathan Roumie leave The Chosen now, when the series is at the height of its success? Some say it could be because of the crushing weight of responsibility. Playing Jesus is not an ordinary role. Demands constant preparation, emotional depth, and a commitment that goes far beyond acting. Carrying that role for multiple seasons, while meeting the expectations of millions, may be more than any actor should have to bear. Others believe the reason lies outside the set. Jonathan's rising popularity has opened doors in Hollywood, documentaries, and faith-based projects. His calendar is filling up, and the pressure to divide his time between The Chosen and new opportunities is growing stronger every year. Fans fear that sooner or later, he will be forced to choose. And then there are darker theories, some worry about disagreements between the production team and the actor. When a project grows this large, creative conflicts often rise to the surface. Decisions about story direction, character portrayal, or long-term vision can put enormous strain on both sides. If Jonathan's vision no longer aligns perfectly with the producers, it could spark talk of an exit. But perhaps the most painful speculation is about personal health and well-being. Fans have noticed how intense Jonathan's workload has been. Traveling across the world, attending events, and spending long days on set can take a toll. Could it be that he needs to step back simply to protect his health? Every rumor spreads quickly online, fueling more worry. Social media groups discuss late into the night, debating what the real reason could be. Some fans even say they would rather see the show end than watch someone else step into Jonathan's role. The fear is not just about losing an actor, it is about losing the soul of a series that has meant so much to them. In the end, the speculation continues to grow because There is no clear answer. Silence from the production only adds to the mystery. Until something official is said, fans will hold on to every rumor, every hint, and every theory. And each new whisper feels heavier than the last, as if the moment of truth is drawing closer behind. The glow of the camera lights, the world of The Chosen is not as simple as it looks. A production of this size carries weight on every shoulder, and Jonathan Roumie carries more of it than anyone else. Playing Jesus is not just another role. It is a role that requires him to give his time, his energy, and even parts of his personal life away. Think about the schedule of a series like this. Filming days are long, stretching from early mornings to late nights. Scripts change, sets move, and the pressure to deliver a flawless performance never fades. For Jonathan, it is not only about memorizing lines, but is about stepping into the spirit of a character that millions hold sacred. That demand does not end when the director calls cut. It follows him everywhere he goes. Add to this the commitments outside of filming. Jonathan has become the face of The Chosen around the world. He is invited to events, interviews, church gatherings, and film festivals. Every appearance draws huge crowds, but every appearance also means less rest and less time for himself. The global stage has embraced him. Yet it has also taken away the space he once had to breathe. Finances and production realities add even more pressure. The Chosen is one of the largest crowd-funded projects in history, and every season depends on donations, partnerships, and careful planning. That means deadlines are strict, expectations are high, and there is little room for error. When people give their money and their trust, the responsibility to deliver grows heavier with each passing season. Jonathan is at the center of that. Trust. Fans believe in him as much as they believe in the story. Carrying that responsibility can be overwhelming. The truth is, behind the smiles and the powerful scenes, the stress of such a role can become unbearable. Jonathan must balance his duty to the fans, his dedication to the project, and his own need for peace and health. If he steps away, it may not be because of a lack of love for The Chosen, but because the weight of the journey has grown too heavy to carry alone, and that is what makes this moment so uncertain. The show continues to rise in popularity. Expectations only grow larger, and the man at the center of it all may be reaching a point where something has to give asterisk for millions of people. Jonathan Roumie is not just an actor they watch on a screen. He has become a part of their own faith, their daily lives, and their personal stories. The thought of him leaving The Chosen feels almost like losing someone close. It is not only about the series continuing or ending. It is about losing the connection they have built with a character who feels real to them in every way. Scroll through any fan forum or social media group, and you will see the same emotions repeated again and again. Some write about how The Chosen gave them hope during a dark season in their life. Others share that Jonathan's portrayal of Jesus helped heal broken relationships or restore their faith. Many admit they cry during his scenes because they feel something they never felt from any other show. To them, Jonathan is not replaceable. He is the very reason they keep coming back. The fear of his departure is sparking strong reactions. Some fans say they would rather see the series end than watch a new face step into his role. Others are pleading with the production team to do whatever it takes to keep him, even if it means delaying filming or changing schedules. In their eyes, losing Jonathan would mean losing the heart of The Chosen itself. For international fans, the impact is just as deep. Across countries and languages, people connect through watch parties, online discussions, and church gatherings centered on the show. Jonathan has become a uniting figure, someone who crosses cultural boundaries and brings people together. If he leaves, that sense of unity may feel broken. The community that has formed around him would face a painful test, and yet there is another side to this devotion. While the love and loyalty of fans are powerful, they can also create pressure. Knowing that millions are depending on him can weigh heavily on Jonathan himself. The same voices that call him their inspiration can sometimes feel like chains around his freedom. Fans may not mean to, but their passion can make it harder for him to step back if he truly needs to. This is what makes the situation so emotional. It is not just about entertainment. It is about faith, hope, and the way one performance has reached into the hearts of people everywhere. Jonathan Roumie is more than a character to them. He has become a symbol of comfort, of guidance, and of light. If he walks away, fans will not only feel the absence on screen, they will feel it in their lives, as if a trusted voice suddenly went silent. If Jonathan Roumie truly steps away, The Chosen will face one of the hardest decisions in television history. How can you replace someone who has become the face of an entire series? This is not just an actor playing a role. It's a performance that has carried the weight of faith, hope, and devotion for millions of people. One option would be to recast the role. Television has done this many times before, when actors left unexpectedly or could not continue. But The Chosen is not an ordinary show. Recasting Jesus would not feel like a simple change. It would feel like rewriting the emotional bond that viewers already have with Jonathan. The risk is that the audience would not accept a new face. No matter how talented the replacement might be. Another possibility is rewriting the story itself. The series could shift focus toward the apostles or other characters, reducing the presence of Jesus on screen. This would allow the production to continue while honoring Jonathan's decision to leave. Yet this approach carries its own danger. The central figure of the story has always been Jesus. Without him, the heartbeat of the series may begin to fade. And then there is the most drastic choice: to end the show earlier than planned. Some fans say they would prefer a complete and respectful ending, rather than watching The Chosen continue without Jonathan. It would preserve the legacy of his performance, leaving the story whole, even if unfinished. But for the creators, ending early would mean leaving years of storytelling behind. It would mean walking away from a project that has touched lives across the world. The history of television shows us that when a lead actor leaves, the series often struggles. Some shows collapse within a season. Others push forward but lose their magic. Very few survive such a major change without scars. The difference here is that The Chosen is not just entertainment. It is a spiritual journey for many. And Jonathan Roumie is at the center of that journey. So what happens if he leaves? The truth is that no matter what path the creators take, the show will never feel the same again. Fans will carry the memory of Jonathan's performance with them, and any future version of The Chosen will live in the shadow of what he gave asterisk when rumors grow louder. The only thing that can silence them is the truth. Fans are desperate for an answer, waiting for a clear statement from Jonathan himself or from the creators of The Chosen. And yet, official words have been few, leaving people to guess, wonder, and hold on to hope. Jonathan Roumie has often spoken about how deeply the role has touched his life. In interviews, he has described the weight of responsibility and the blessing of being able to share this journey with the world. He has never hidden the fact that playing Jesus has changed him forever, but he has also hinted at the challenges that come with it. His words remind us that while the role is sacred, the man behind it is still human. With limits and struggles of his own, from the side of the production team, the message has been careful. They continue to express gratitude for Jonathan's work and highlight the mission of the series, but they avoid giving a direct answer about his future. This silence only fuels more questions. If everything were secure, fans ask, why not say it clearly? Why leave room for doubt? The lack of clarity creates a tension that will not go away until something official is shared. The audience is left suspended between fear and faith, clinging to every interview clip, every post, every hint that might reveal the truth. Until a direct confirmation comes, the mystery will remain, and so will the unease. For now, the official word is less about answers and more about uncertainty. Jonathan Roumie's future in The Chosen hangs in the balance. Fans wait for the statement that will either calm their hearts or break them. And until that day arrives, the silence feels louder than any rumor. Asterisk, Jonathan Roumie's future with The Chosen remains uncertain. What is clear is that his presence has shaped the series in ways no one could have predicted. He gave life to a character that touched millions, and his performance has become a source of hope, strength, and faith for people around the world. The possibility of losing him is not just a change in casting. It is a moment that could redefine the series forever. If he leaves, The Chosen will face choices that carry heavy consequences. Recasting may keep the story alive, but the bond with fans may never be the same. Shifting the focus away from Jesus might keep the show running, but the heart of the story could feel incomplete. Ending the series early would protect its legacy, yet break the hearts of those who longed to see it through. Each path carries sacrifice. Now, none of them will erase the truth that Jonathan Roumie has already left an unforgettable mark. For the fans, this is not only about television. It is about the connection they feel every time they watch him on screen. It is about the comfort his performance has brought during personal struggles. It is about the way he has made faith feel alive through storytelling. That bond cannot simply be replaced. It will remain in their memories long after the final episode is filmed. Now the question is, what do you think? Would you continue to watch The Chosen if someone else stepped into Jonathan's role? Or would you rather see the series end with him? Share your thoughts, because your voice matters. The creators are listening, the community is watching, and the future of The Chosen may be shaped by how the audience responds in this moment. Until an official word arrives, one truth stands above all others. Jonathan Roumie has given something priceless to this series, and no matter what comes next, his impact will never fade. The Chosen may continue, it may change, it may even end, but Jonathan's place in the hearts of fans will remain untouchable.